All right, guys, what's going on? I hope everyone had a good weekend. Medi Day Trades here, back at it again. So pretty crazy week last week. Gonna do my typical smaller account plays and then bigger account plays. So first one here is Snapchat. Obviously, the insane rip up again. Trend broke. Um, and then obviously just this tear down, basically under 38.40. Real thin PA here. So we're creating this weekly downtrend, daily downtrend. Obviously, we've been in for a while. But as you can see here, this is the weekly time frame. And on the weekly, we created this old box at 43.60, 38.40. Come down to the daily here. It's a bit cleaner. We have a double bottom. Broke our downtrend, broke out, retest, now wicking down at our prior highs. And again, we basically, this is that weekly box here. So PA is relatively thin. You could see this, price threshold here somewhere in the middle, acted as pretty good resistance here. So basically all I'll do here is play the break of our prior high on Friday. And honestly, target 139.86 to 40.89, 41.94, and then that big 43.60 level. And again, PA is pretty thin, right? History tells us when 38.40 breaks, it goes to 43.60. When 43.60 rejects, we get, that 38.70. We get the bounce there, etc. Here, reject goes there, bounce, breakout. Fast forward, you break down on 43.60, you get 38.40, right? We kind of messed up here. Now, again, I'm looking for a 38.40 ultimate target of 43.60, obviously depending on market. But we just went over, climbing up targets intraday there. Um, Sorry, we tend to play Snapchat a lot. So um, also, we can see if Snapchat breaks to the downside as well, we could get going on puts, depending on what market does for us. Excuse me, sorry. I'll be looking to play. Oh, sorry. I'll be looking to play downtrend break here, targeting 35.86. Moving on down 35. Under 35, we should see a fast move to 34. 34 gives 32.75. And then, we could really start moving down 31. And then our prior low is 27.60. That's if downtrend breaks, right? And again, just to give you perspective here, to the downside, here's that big, 34.70 level, 32.60, 30.62. So we can make moves both ways here. Already on to the next one, we have BAC. We've kind of been killing this one here. Um, BAC really just plays levels beautifully. Financial's been getting smoked. We had this nice downtrend break, retest, and now we're working on this threshold at 40.35. So basically, what I'll do is I will short under that prior low at 40.35 with a target. I mean, realistically, 39.60, but I want 38.30, and under 38.30, BAC will flood depending on, we got a lot of shit coming up here. So I don't know if 38.30 breaks down, but if it does, PA is super thin underneath. I don't, I don't necessarily, it, 40.35 holds here. You can see this is that threshold to the upside. I probably wouldn't even play comfortable. I wouldn't feel comfortable entering calls until 41.40 breaks out. Over 41.40, we can see 42.40 fast. 42.40 gives us that 42.84 and then 43.40 level. So um, definitely interesting to watch. Here's the daily, just a real clean breakdown. Didn't quite fill the gap down to 39.66, so something to keep your eyes on here. If banks continue to see weakness, I'll just continue to stab BAC here weekly. Beautiful breakdown retest. Now we're looking for new lows for continuation. Um, that one's pretty short and sweet here. I think the view says it all. The chart says it all. So yeah, let's see. And again, to the call side, I would wait for 41.40 to break out, targeting 42, 42.40, and then that, 42.80 level. Over that, 43.40, Then it gets pretty messy, but 44.40, 44.80, and then the downside we already went over that. Looks real nice. Gap filled down, so looks good. Finance has been getting hit up. And the last smallie I shall say is LAZR, a name we haven't played in a while. Let's see the monthly here. Monthly's pretty gross. Weekly, decent here. We got a lot of head height coming up. 1777. Even if you got to move to 18, though, these cons will fly. Daily looks a little better here. We had a daily breakout. Now we're kind of putting a bull flag over that trend resistance. Basically, once we break trend or high of day here, looks like it's both at 1580 level. I want to move up to that high at 1612 over 1612. 1670 can come. 1670 should give us, 1740 over 1740. You get that 18. Yeah, so this one can definitely catch some wind if this bull flag here breaks out. As you can see, PA is it's messy, but you have decent levels here, right? And honestly, to the downside, I don't even think I'd play this one. I'm just more call oriented. You could definitely see a move to 15, under 15, 1440, under 1440. This thing can start to move 1374, etc. I'm more focused on this daily trend break now, bull flagging. Now for some bigger port plays here. Crowd, Cyber's been super hot. Sorry, I play some things a lot. Cyber's been super hot. Had a weekly downtrend break, give or take. You could have obviously seen this trend right here. We're back over that trend now. 228 has been a huge head height, right? You reject 228, you see 200, reject 228, you see 220. So decent level when you break out, you get a $20 move to the upside the first time, second time, $20 move. So, on the weekly time frame, 228 breakout gives 250. Obviously, that doesn't happen. So let's dig into it a little more. As you can see, it's tried 3 different times, rejecting hard here. Again, that the image here on the daily shows real nice. Another thing I'd like to note is, we had one wick down here. That could be our retest, but we don't have a retest, realistically. So we could play the downtrend, the uptrend break on this one as well. In terms of calls here, just to be safe, I'm going to play the prior high break targeting, 238, that 240 level. It's pretty clear. PA is real thin in these levels. We get rips and dips. Here's that nice trend we have on the 4-hour where if that breaks down, I think 213 comes fast. If Cyber, loses steam, not saying it happens, but you do have that gap at 170. But either way, near-term target here, 213. If Cyber, slows down a bit, 233, just playing the prior high break. First target, 236, and then second target 238.50. Over that, you could see a quick move to 243. Over 243, you get that 248. So sorry about that. Next one would be HD. Sorry, I'm kind of flying through this here. HD, we've been milking the downside. Now HD is kind of in a critical spot here where it's in do or die mode. If it breaks down, we're going to see a quick move down to 290 level. Really, the top of our box, 286. Weekly downtrend breakdown, you name it. But what I'm seeing here is 298.30. The first time you get an absolutely disturbing bounce. Second time, disturbing bounce. Third time, Third time, we'll see what happens. If this low, breaks down, know your stock. I'm waiting till the prior low breaks down, 238. 298.30 breaks down. I'm grabbing puts. In terms of targets, I really do think this can be a fast flood to the 292.30 level, under 292.30, 289.50, and then really I want 286. But to the upside here, it's pretty simple. What we'll do is play, again, look at PA. It's real thin, right? So basically all we're going to do here is play the break of our prior high. Happens to be at this cluster threshold as well. So we play this break of our prior high. What's going on here? Well, I want it. Oh, there we go. We play the break of the high here. PA is really thin until that 306.64 level. Over 306.64, we could see 308.30. Over 308.30, HD can have fun to 310, 315 level. As we know, HD is an absolute ripper. But, oh, geez, I'm sorry. You could see some sort of 4-hour trend down here as well. So if we get that trend, this thing can really get giddy. Final target would be that 315, 316 level. But this one's, chart speaks for itself here, so I don't have to do much explaining. To the downside, obviously, our prior box before we really ripped to all-time highs was 261, 286 with that, risk to 292. So 298.30 gives us 292.30, right? And in terms of playing bounces, we'll play prior high breaks, targeting that 310, 315, 316. Moderna is a name. We've played this a lot up and down. Basically, what I'm seeing. Sorry, like I said, we definitely harassed this name here. But so again, look at that 188.90 level, right? You get a rejection off of it, you see 126. Second time, you get 144. Third time breakdown, you see 126, right? So this is a super reactant level. Moderna's tried 3 different times at this 188 level. If we can break out a 188.90, Moderna can get legs fast. We've seen it do it before. This thing cruises through 200, 210, 220. We had a daily wedge breakout here, falling wedge. It bumped right into that 188.90 and got shot right back down for a retest. And here's that daily, right? Over 188.90, you see 198 fast, over 198. Give or take 210 comes pretty fast. 210 gives you 220 fast. Know your movers. Moderna is going to move for you. Delete that mess here. I'm looking more calls on this name. I'm sorry. Like I said, we've been playing this quite a lot here. I will say putties also work. Just dealing with this PA box over here. Reason being, the last time we saw this was 2021. So we should definitely. Let's see. I don't even know if I like this short side. I'd say something like this. Something like down here. Something like down here. I guess we could play this for intraday scalps. You play your prior low break at 170. I would just wait till 168.43 breaks down. Under that, you can see 163, 156 is probably going to be a huge bounce level. I don't think we come down here though. Like I said, I'm more oriented to the top. But if you did want to play the downside, here are your levels. You could see trend, but I'm looking bigger time frames. These are weekly swing setups here. This could be a huge weekly breakout, and that's what I'll be watching. Walmart, we've also been playing this a decent amount here. It's got this mean chop area, falling wedge breakout here, broke out, retest, put in a new high, right? Smash that, continuation, new highs. Now basically all our, we're watching for. Sorry, like I said, we play this name a lot, but we're just looking. We got these clusters, somewhere right here for Walmart 160, 152.69. Over that, I think we see all-time highs at 153. So basically, if Wally can, it's messy. Buy time on these swings, but you want to be conservative and wait till your prior high breaks at 152. That's fine. Grab the swing, get on the ride. We could also see a pretty nasty rejection on Wally if 151, 152 level rejects. This thing can come back down to. We have no retest yet, so the Wally's gross here, but 145 really was our breakout level. 147 gave it to you, but in the past we've had some nasty rejections off this 150-135 level, so don't be surprised if we get a rejection here. Trend breakdown, ultimately targeting 145.20, but I want the upside. All-time highs here, Weekly chart's just phenomenal. But again, weekly chart does kind of show you here we do need some pullback. Haven't quite had the retest of breakout level. So that's something to keep an eye on as well. LYV, it's just I don't think this will be ready this week, but this is definitely something to look out for. This is a weekly box here. You know how we play our box is how do we beat people is finding trend within, right? Sorry about this old nonsense here. You know, this is kind of what I'd be looking at here. You could kind of see this price threshold too at 114, the lows under 114. You know, I'd love to see this thing at 110, under 110. We should get that, 101.98 level. To the upside, we're going to have to break out a 120. 120 can give us 123. 123 gives 126.40 all-time high run. And that should go nuts. But again, I don't think this name's ready. It's just basing here for a nice move. That'll probably be it. But, another name to look out for here. Oh, my keyboard is not really working. AMET, it's another box on the weekly time frame here. Again, bigger time frame really just speaks volumes on this one. Anywhere 124 is a beautiful buy. We got 125.50. This thing basically bounces. We could see 130 fast. We can see 138 pretty fast, and the top of the box 144.80. This is another name I kind of just play trends within and let it ride. Aim at, got to buy some time and let these things go. But risk to reward down here is, in theory, we're going to buy this bounce. If not, right, 124.40 breaks down. This thing starts to fall pretty fast. 121.50, under 121.50, you get 118.80 level. Under 118.80, we flood to 114. So definitely keep this on your watch list as well. It's just a fun name. I guess another bonus one for you. EQT has been on an absolute parabolic run. I think maybe not all-time highs are coming, but just look at these prior boxes, right? We're really, really breaking this threshold right here. If I break here, I get here, right? I'm an if player, and just look, PA here is just, this thing goes on a tear. We've broke a multi time frame breakdown, right? Obviously this big time monthly trend broke out, consolidated. This thing hasn't even come back to retest. Flow's been super hot here, but definitely keep this name on your watch list as well. All right, guys. I hope everyone had a good weekend. I hope everyone's ready to print. Let's get it.